Last September, I celebrated my 60th birthday. My daughter planned a huge celebration for me, and I remember looking at her and thinking, she's all grown up. I'm still her mother, but my role has changed. Motherhood, like life, has 4 seasons, each one so distinct yet so rewarding. In the spring of motherhood, my children were cuddly, baby powder fresh babies and relied on me for everything. My firstborn was 6 weeks late, and after enduring 3 inducements, was born via emergency C-section. He weighed in at a delicate 10 pounds, 10 ounces, and 22.5 inches long. The first 3 months were a blur as he suffered with colic and never slept more than 30 minutes at a time. It was a time of confusion, anxiety, joy, and total exhaustion. I had the baby blues and remember thinking this poor kid got stuck with me. I felt like a complete failure as a mother. I was clueless. My daughter was the complete opposite. She was born on time, slept through the C-section delivery, and decided all on her own to sleep through the night at the age of 1 month, which nearly gave me a heart attack. I was convinced she wasn't breathing and was certain without a shadow of a doubt that an alien had taken over her body because my babies just don't sleep through the night until they're at least 5. Before my children were born, I was not afraid to do anything, but somehow after they were born, all I could do was worry. These little cherubs were relying on me for their every need. At some point in their lives, would they wish they had a better mom, like the ones you see on TV? Would I be Claire Huxtable or Roseanne? Honestly, my biggest worry was, what if something happened to me? I began to wonder, what kind of woman would my husband marry to help him raise our children? Would she be young? Would she be blonde? What size boobs would she have? Would my children love her more than they had me? Would she love my children? Late spring brought a whole new set of excitement with elementary school. It began the letting go phase, if only so slightly. My children needed me to remind them not to forget their library books, backpack, lunch cards, and where's your math homework? Being able to feed and clothe themselves on a daily basis was a godsend. There were late nights putting together the science project that was due the next day, and more than once, the days we hated each other because I said no. It was interesting watching them become their own person. They still needed me, just not as much. For me, the hardest season was summer. The list of trying situations seemed endless. It is here I learned the term, pick your battles, Carolyn, or you will go crazy. I remember trying not to obsess when my son was sent to the principal's office because he dyed his hair green. No, it wasn't St. Patrick's Day. There were messy rooms, stinky soccer socks, the crazy, unpredictable world of hormones, curfews, school dances, first dates, breakups, parties, and dealing with that nosy parent that wanted more than anything to share things about my children that I'd just rather not know. If there's not a policeman involved, then leave me alone. Besides, I was now a single parent and I was doing great at this motherhood game. As long as my kids needed me, I'd be there for them. They did still need me, right? Summer wasn't all that bad. My daughter remembers driving to soccer tournaments and the two of us singing at the top of our lungs, "It's raining men, hallelujah, it's raining men," or anything disco. We both loved shoes, so an adventure to see the latest styles in whatever city we were in was always near the top of our list. I must be honest here and tell you, she has surpassed my love of shoes and consequently is now in a 12-step program for her shoe addiction. Late summer was the time my children really left the nest. My son left at 18. He has taken some turns I wish he hadn't, but by the grace of God, he has survived. I learned you can be the best parent you know how to be, but you can't save them from falling. That's the hardest part of being a parent. He has given me 2 beautiful grandchildren. My daughter went off to college, and during the first semester she was gone, I thought I would die. Letting go of her was so hard. My whole world had been wrapped up in her since her dad and I divorced when she was 5. She was finding her place in the world, learning new things about herself, but she still needed her mom, didn't she? Or did I need her? Now at age 60 and a grandparent, I am in the fall of my reign as Queen Mother. I am there for my children when and if they need me. My role is not to tell them what to do. Lord knows I did enough of that when they were young. I have always told them to be independent so that if I get hit by a bus or have a brain aneurysm, they can take care of themselves. Yes, I am that mother. They know I'll answer my phone at 2 a.m. and listen and only give advice if asked. Okay, that's not always true. They know I'm always up for a road trip or cooking dinner or just laughing and talking. They have charted their course and know they always have a soft place to land at my house, even if it's just for one night. They need me to just be their mom. Probably the most surprising turn of events at this stage of my life is my relationship with my 88-year-old mother. She is in the harshest season of motherhood, winter. She is still the boss of us and still tells us what to do, but her health is failing. She has trouble hearing, yet refuses to getting hearing aid because those are for old people. She needs help getting to doctor's appointments and doesn't cook much anymore. She loves her TV programs and spends hours every day watching her judge shows. She tells me all the time, honey, these golden years sure aren't very golden. So her children have taken over the role as parent. She needs our help. Just when my own two kids have found their feet and don't need me as much, I find myself mothering my mother. I encourage you to enjoy every season of motherhood. Weather every storm, it will pass. Absorb the sunshine for as long as you can. Pop in and out of the showers on rainy days, and wrap your children with hugs when it freezes, because the winter season comes around all too soon.